And we are going to just flat out cheat right now. We're gonna put motorcycle drag racing's version of Valentino Rossi. pick your favorite MotoGP rider. That's what Jeremy is to drag racing, and he's gonna make a lap on Gixzilla. This will be his first run. Let's see what he can do. Might get ugly. To deal with his body weight. Jeremy jumps on the bike and makes a run, and he's like, something's not right, something's messed up. Can you describe it, Jeremy?
Yeah, at the top of the first gear, I thought I was hitting the quick shifter, like fanning it, but the second time I knew I didn't do it,
so that's the difference between, I mean, Jeremy's obviously, he's a professional rider, been doing this a long time. He felt what was helping Mike go quicker. He felt it slow him down, so we took it out. He's going to try the bike with full power, see what we get. What we did here, Jeremy couldn't get the gas pinned in the top of first, having the same problems that Mike was having. Bike's making great power. There's really not much you can do about it. If he doesn't want the ECU killed, he wants full power so he can ride the bike and control it. Well, there's nothing, if he can't get the gas lock at first, it's not going to ET. So what we did, we pulled one tooth off the rear sprocket. One tooth is quite a bit, and that will lower the gear ratio, make the bike easier to ride, hopefully make it wheelie less on the shift, and then that also picked us up about an additional 1/4 inch of wheelbase. 1/4 inch doesn't sound like much, it's huge, especially on a bike like this, because that 1/4 inch could be the difference between locking the gas and having to flip it like you had to last pass, and there's a couple tenths there. So we'll try it this way, and hopefully we don't have to put another smaller sprocket on, because we'll have to cut the chain, and then it'll shorten the bike, and everything about that will suck. So we don't want to do it. We just want to leave it like this, let him go out and get a quick pass on it, because it's going to go. This is also a great point to mention. You know, we have people ask all the time, what's the best gearing for my whatever. The best gearing for Mike is most definitely not the best gearing for Jeremy. And it's not just the difference in weight, it's the difference in rider style and technique. So you just have to do it. You know, I forget what these start with. There's so many of them now, 46 maybe, 45. We're down to a 41. I bought everything from a 40 to a 50 rear sprocket because I really don't have any idea where it's gonna fit. And you know, we may have to change the front sprocket and the rear sprocket to get the wheelbase all the way back, so then you may be up with a higher. You just never know, so you gotta try it. And just baby steps. Once you get that last baby step, that little one that lets a smooth pass come, you'll be fine. So we changed the gearing. Jeremy just went out to make a pass. Bike left amazing. 154 60 foot, 397 in a 330. He was on a solid 8-second pass and he got out of it. He came back and he said, the clutch is gone. So a telltale sign that you're really having trouble with your clutch. If you look here, there is absolutely no free play in the clutch where it has been overheated. And so I'll show you how much. How bad it is. All right, I had to turn it probably 10 full revolutions to get any free play in it. So that clutch needs some work. We've got clutch plates. We're going to change it, put it back out. If he leaves that same way, this thing's going to go well into the 8s. It's going to be fun to watch. All right, guys, we've gone over how to adjust the clutch a million times, I know in the videos, but if you look here, I've turned this adjuster all the way in to get as much free play in here as I can. And what we noticed was there is no free play left here. I should be able to push that in and out. It's real hot right now. I should be able to push this in and out because that's where we put in our 3/4 to 1 full turn. So what happened is, as the clutch pack wore, we didn't readjust it, so it ran out and it wasn't able to compress the clutch anymore, so the clutch started slipping. We should be checking that adjustment every 4 or 5 passes, but the clutch has done so well with Mike riding it that we didn't feel the need. Well, it just bit us on Jeremy and cost us a pass. And we're gonna still go ahead and take the clutch out, inspect it, and see if any plates are hurt, but I guarantee you that's the problem. We had enough power to get him through first, and then once the clutch wore, because he left with a lot of RPM, it just bottomed out and it can't compress anymore, and you only have as much clutch as you have. Okay guys, what we're gonna do, we can see black in here, so we're gonna go ahead and pull the whole clutch, the inner hub out. Just pull it out together. All right, now, when you go, ooh, that is a torn up clutch. We don't even have to look at the clutch to know that quite a few of the plates here, at least from the middle of the stack back, are destroyed. So we're gonna have to pull all this out, and then we'll clean it all up, and we'll also have to change the oil because now we have a whole lot of clutch in the oil, and set Jeremy back out there. All right, so we have officially torn up a clutch in Gixzilla. We're gonna try to get all this out of here. What I usually do, take a little brush, get that clutch debris out of there, that fiber material. All right, see what we got here. Clean as can be. No play. Shouldn't be, with only about 40 runs on the clutch. So this is all cleaned up nice and ready to go back in. Now we'll go look at the inner hub and all the plates. All right, so as you know, we look for smeared plates, pads, and we're gonna look for anything smeared on the steels. We pull this one out. This one actually doesn't look too awfully bad. Plenty of heat in it, but not exactly terrible. As you can see, a whole lot of heat went into that steel. All right, now here we go. This is our first official fried clutch plate. See the color? It's sort of a, what would you even call it? It almost looks like a matte finish, but most importantly, it's smeared. So this plate has been overheated to the point where it can no longer be used. And then the glaze we talk about, that is a glazed plate. You see the shine? That plate is absolutely no good, not reusable. Another one, smeared, really dry looking, totally unusable. Doesn't look too bad. This one is on the edge. Actually, it's not. Plenty glazed, really dry, burned up. Getting better, but I think I would still replace that one. That one is usable. Not sure if we're gonna. And there's just a lot of heat, but it's not smeared. All right, that looks pretty good. Once we get here, we got glaze, but no smearing, not terrible. Got some heat in here, not sure if it's flat, but the back plate looks fine. So, all right. See what we got to replace. With as much heat as this is seen, we're going to go ahead and replace the entire clutch, steels and frictions, which I hate doing because when you're drag racing, a brand new clutch is going to be much grabbier, and it usually takes 2 or 3 passes for it to settle down, as they say. We don't have 2 or 3 passes, so we'll put it in and I'll go do some dry hops and try to get it to where it'll work okay for Jeremy and give him what he needs. We've got that extra tall gearing on it now, and Jeremy leaves hard, so it is going to be harder on the clutch. But once we get everything set up, I think we'll be good, and we're really going to have to watch that adjustment. We'll hit that adjustment every couple passes now, because now that we've seen we can do this. Stay tuned. All right, now we're going to check to see if the steel plates are warped, because they saw a bunch of heat. What we're going to do, if you could see the gap, the air gap, we have several of them, which tells us that the plates are warped. So we're going to replace all the plates. We can take these back and put them on a surface plate and use a viewer gauge to see if they're destroyed. But as much as they're cheap, we're just going to basically throw this one away, put a new one in.
smells like clutch.
Yeah.
After I did the dry hop, it was a little closer. It got closer.
He likes it a little further from the grip. Right now it's real close.
Nice job.
I still think I use better than top of first. That's the hardest part. Top of first is the hardest part. Yeah. That's why I feel like
Alright guys, we're back. Long trip. We're doing this from Mike's place. We're dropping him off. We couldn't do it at the track because we didn't leave till what, midnight, 1 o'clock?
Yeah, it was after midnight.
So what did we learn? This bike is extremely fast and a real handful to ride. To put it into perspective, Mike went a best of 908 at 161.
161 some change.
And some change. In order to do that, how many passes you think you made?
Probably about 15 at least.
At least.
Yeah, 15 passes.
Double that. And versus Mike's personal ZX-14 here, which just has our standard stuff. It does have a swing arm. Pump gas, you went
850s.
850s. You went like a 53, 54,
55, yeah.
55. Could just click them off.
Yep.
Whereas this bike, it was try this.
Yeah.
Nah, that didn't work. Try that. That didn't work. We tried tuning it. I think we got the bike as tuned up as well as we could for your riding style. And then Mike basically said, "Listen, I'm done. I've tried many times and
Extremely
I
hard to
can't
ride."
do it." So we put Jeremy on it, and we put with Jeremy's tune. He actually aborted 2 runs in a row because he thought the bike was broken because I was pulling so much power out of it from Mike where it wanted to wheelie out from under him. Jeremy really thought the bike was broken and he didn't want to hurt anything, so he just aborted the runs.
Right.
Ended up making some adjustments, giving Jeremy more power, and Jeremy went a 886.
Yeah, 86.
And he went 162 and some change, high change,
Yeah.
almost 163.
Yeah.
So you're probably, what, 70, 75 pounds heavier?
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
And we're looking at best to best, 1.5 mile an hour on the same night.
Yeah.
Set up Jeremy's way.
Yeah.
You went a 914.
114 in Jeremy's setup, yes.
And what was he running for mile an hour that night?
He went 162. No, sorry, 161.
161, and you went 159.
Yes.
So, different conditions that as we were at the weekend, it made it more challenging because when we first got there, we had great air. It just got worse.
Yeah. Day was going away.
We made some mistakes. I think one mistake is going to a Jason Miller prepped. The XDA, Jason Miller, who runs the XDA, and his brother Chris, they know how to prep a track. And when you have a bike this short and that powerful, it really, Jeremy couldn't ride it. Jeremy said it was one of the most frustrating bikes he's tried to ride in a long time.
It's very hard.
Then Jeremy made probably, what, 8
passes.
8 passes.
Yeah.
And usually Jeremy's the kind of guy, within 3 passes, he's got the best your bike's ever gone and going to go that weekend. And Jeremy said it was just really tough to ride. He said the only thing worse really was the H2 we had him on that was a beast also. So we're as far with this bike as we can be with stock stuff bolted on. We don't have any added weight on there or anything to make it go quicker. So we're actually going to sort of think about that. it's going to be hard for you to outrun that 08.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, guys, the internet warriors are. Listen, we went from a 919 in Ohio
Yep.
after the first time out
Right.
to a 908 in Maryland, much closer to sea level.
Yep.
Bunches of passes, bunches of tuning passes to pick up 1/10.
The mile an hour showed
The mile an hour showed your back half ET. You went a 304.
304 one pass, 307 was like the average.
Yeah, 307, and that was the good when the air got better.
When the air got better, yeah. Most
What
was a
was your
three.
back half at on the 19 pass?
I believe it was a 312.
Yeah. So we
312.
picked up 4 or 500s just changing sea levels.
Right.
The rest of it was trying to get the thing to ET, and it's just really hard to get up 200 horsepower unicycle.
Yeah. 330.
330. But even at that, 200-pound guy. Now all you big guys who say, "Oh, I can't go quick because I'm too big," jump on a stock wheelbase GSX-R and run 9.0s. That's your goal. So anyway, we're going to try and figure out exactly what to do with this, whether we're going to make a couple more changes and try it stock wheelbase or whether we're going to lengthen it. Quite frankly, I'm too tired to think about it right now, so I'm not going to make any decisions.
Long weekend.
Can I count on you to ride the bike again if we?
Certainly.
So we've got our jockey.
Test dummy.
Test dummy. There you go. There you go. Test dummy. So anyway, Brock Davidson from Brock's Performance. Hope you've enjoyed this series. Said not sure if it's done, but
Could do more to come.
we hope you learned a lot. We know we learned a lot. I learned.
Yeah.
You know, believe me, we did a whole lot of different stuff, and none of it worked. Not none of it. Some of it worked.
Yeah.
But and you know, took you along for the ride. So I hope you guys learned something. So until next time, Brock from Brock's Performance. We'll see you then.